Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Team Fortress 3, and Left 4 Dead 3. Do you see a pattern? Games that fans have been anticipating and wanting for more than a decade now seem like a joke to even think of. A reality that we unfortunately aren't part of. All of these games obviously being delivered by an extremely respected and popular gaming company by the name of Valve. Not only did they deliver games that to this day people can't stop playing, but they also are the proud owners and developers of one of the most popular PC game launchers, which is Steam. Valve over these past few years have been extremely quiet, with only recently delivering a new game that made fans jump with joy, Half-Life Alyx. One bad thing with this is that it came out mainly on PC due to the fact that it was VR, and almost instantly Valve decided to announce that, well, games like Portal 3 or even mainly Left 4 Dead 3 are definitely not coming out and have never been in development, which honestly felt like a slap across the face, and as if they took all my hopes and dreams of one day playing Left 4 Dead 3 and they just threw it all away. Looking back, when I was younger, I used to be obsessed about Left 4 Dead. I played the game for hours on end with my friend, and even though we didn't really get the plot of the game, we found enjoyment in continuously repeating the levels but on harder and harder difficulties. We even found bugs and glitches by ourselves without any help, and it just made the experience that much better. The Left 4 Dead series is one of the main reasons I got into playing games and watching YouTube as it is. Even the Left 4 Dead format of surviving a zombie breakout made me get into Treyarch or even Call of Duty Zombies. So I, as many, have been hoping that maybe one day Valve would stop fearing the number 3 and announce the Left 4 Dead third installment. With the continuous rumors and hints that maybe it'll come sooner than we think, Valve decided to deny that anything was happening. Or has it? See, there's a very long list of leaks and stories where Left 4 Dead 3 was indeed in the works all the way back in 2012, with accidental slips and even official Valve employees releasing concept art. I will go over the entire history that has unfolded between Left 4 Dead 2 and 2020, which is today. I will try to piece things together and try to tell you how I think that a third installment is actually happening. Let me take you back all the way to 2009, when Valve decided to attempt a sequel of Left 4 Dead that they previously had worked on. After the official release of Left 4 Dead 2, the game got extremely good feedback and scoring 10 out of 10s, and in general fans and people were very happy with the game. So after some time has passed, fans including me started to theorize of when the next game is going to come out. Where is it going to be set? And what new infected are we going to be introduced to? But it took almost 3 years that in 2012, where Fili, I hope I say that name right, who was and is an amazing writer for Valve, he wrote the stories for Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, and Portal. He hinted that a possible next installment of Left 4 Dead was in the works, which was just great news. Yes, this was only a hint and not an announcement, but when you look back at all those things Papa Gaming used to say about Half-Life 3, it doesn't seem like a far fetch to be excited.
So rather than waiting until, Half-Life 3 ships for our multiplayer games to get a feature like HDR.
After Orange Box, we have to get episode 3 out. We know how the trilogy ends, and there are a bunch of loose ends and narrative arcs that need to come to a conclusion in episode 3. So that's going to be a big focus for us. The main thing that we're working on right now after we get the Orange Box out the door is going to be episode 3. So we can finish off this trilogy and finish the story arcs that the characters are going through.
Also in 2013, a company by the name of Jira, who controlled Valve's internal bug-fixing mailing list, leaked its info, which contained many of the workers at Valve being assigned to multiple different games that were unnamed apart from one, which showed up the most, that being Left 4 Dead 3. But unfortunately, after this, a very long time has passed and we were stuck with no information. Until 2016 came around, when all of a sudden huge things decided to drop in left and right. First thing being when Valve accidentally again slipped possible Left 4 Dead 3 info and leaks in a HTC Vive Benchmark 2 build using their new source engine. There were many things found, the main being a new infected that was called a Nocturnal, and an older man who is still unknown if he was an NPC or some sort of playable character. This happened when a Valve employee 3 was seen playing unnamed titles that nobody knew what they were, because this was around the time and the days when the security at Valve just wasn't top notch and you could easily see what was happening at Valve. This grew many people to speculate that since all of this info and characters have been leaked, it must have been an early model of Left 4 Dead 3, which even sparked more interest because a bit down the line, even more things started to pop out, mainly a big list of screenshots of what seemed to be a possible Left 4 Dead 3 map. It's unknown as to what this map was meant for to this day. Many speculate that it's just a model that was refurbished and used for CSGO, but there are still many that believe it really was a prototype like for Left 4 Dead 3. But as of today, nobody really knows. And more interestingly, a previous Valve employee who worked in making concept art for the games released on his website drawings of what seemed to be two men, and well, similarly to the screenshots, nobody knows what they were made for. All of the pieces in the puzzle seem to be pointing at an early Left 4 Dead 3 build and early character models for that game. Sadly, in 2017, Fili, that was the lead writer for Left 4 Dead 2, left Valve, which looking at it today seems like a great shame since there was so much hope for his hint back in 2012. And well, thankfully it's not all bad today in 2020, even though Valve did say Left 4 Dead has definitely not been in the works and that they only tested with the next gen possibilities. I myself do not believe what they say. Left 4 Dead 3 seems to have the most information and proof that the game was definitely in the works, just like Half-Life 3 has been in these past few years. And yet, we are here with no third installment and no hope. But again, after the success of Half-Life Alyx, suddenly the same place the previous info leaked of Left 4 Dead 3, there seems to be continuous actions and things being released that there is some kind of work happening on Steam, but nobody knows exactly what it means and what it is. But it's a sign of maybe there is a bit of hope. Maybe Left 4 Dead 3 will release, and maybe Valve will decide to maybe take it to VR similarly like its previous game, but only time will tell. But aside from all of this, there's some good news, as the company who made Left 4 Dead 1 and worked on Left 4 Dead 2, Turtle Rock Studios, recently announced their newest game, Back 4 Blood, which instantly when you look at the title gives vibes of Left 4 Dead. It's meant to be, from rumors, an open world game set in Africa, and well, you can fight hundreds of zombies. Honestly, I don't know how much of this is true, but since they did make Left 4 Dead, I have huge hopes. It's meant to be your classic zombie game, but with a new twist and some turns, and it's even meant to have a trailer releasing in the recent days, which I guess you could say the actual Left 4 Dead 3 is coming out, as it turns out that the original people who worked on the first game, and well, even though they did make Evolve, that doesn't mean that Back 4 Blood won't be any good. It'll be nice to get a similar based game to Left 4 Dead, and it makes me so happy that after over a decade the third game is kind of coming out. But that's going to be for the video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you also had fun watching it. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, as that really helps out, and also by liking, which lets the video be spread out there more. I have recently decided to change up my content fully on YouTube, and I will definitely be making more gaming commentary based videos, as I have the most fun making them. So if you want more of these kind of videos on video games, be sure to like. And well, I hope you have a great day and night whenever and wherever you are watching. I'll see you in the next one.